welcome to the fifth installment this month of the Sip Blindlee podcast. My name is John Lee. I am the host. I sometimes remember to introduce myself. My co-host over here is John Vaughn. Welcome, John.
Thank you.
What's up, John?
What's up, Mike?
And this month, we're doing something different. This month, we tried all 4 bottles, and we have not revealed what they are. So this week is the big reveal. And so everybody on the call was freaking out. They're about to drive over here because they thought we were going to find out till next week. But no, we're all on the same call, same night, and we will find them out right now, and we're going to discuss them. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into that first one. Let's remind us real quick. The first one didn't. I'm looking at my paper. It's completely blank. But it was underwhelming. It didn't have a lot of taste to it. We thought it was very low. Basil Hayden is one of the names we got come out. Not a lot of viscosity, so it was kind of underwhelming. And we've heard a lot of some people write the things just on the bottom of the list. So, what could this possibly? Let's give you some clues first, and see if this helps at all. So the taste. I didn't give these last month. I gave you these as we tried them, but I didn't want to glean any light on. So I'm going to give it to you now before I make the final call. So this is what the AI gave me as things you should say as clues. It delivers more than its price might suggest, which I don't know if we agree with that, right?
My price.
Sounds like a manufacturer's term.
It's a low R.
Give notes of caramel and vanilla that lead the way. I think you heard people say caramel, a little bit of vanilla in that. So I think we were kind of on that. Grain forward profile with light oak. I think there was some mention of the light oak piece. And then it's often overlooked on the bottom shelf. And so it is a bottom shelf bourbon. Does that give any people some ideas?
Old Burton.
Old Burton? Old Burton, I mean?
Makers was one of my guesses. I heard someone else guess that.
Russ said benchmark.
Okay, benchmark. Okay, well.
It could be a very old Barton. Yeah, I could see that.
I do like very old Barton a lot. But the 100 proof, not the lower.
The very old Barton has a bit more sting, though, than that did.
Yeah.
So.
Great. All right, so this bottle was none other than Ancient Age.
Oh, Ancient Age. Wow.
Ancient Age.
And there's a good reason I haven't had any for a while.
And it says 10 star, but that does not mean 10 year. But that is our first one. So, and this comes to you from my good friend Ken, who apparently overcharged me according to your guys' structure. But I had never had it, never seen it. I've heard about it. And so, yeah, so I put it in to see what we thought on that. It did not. So if anybody wants to buy it for $37.50, let me know. How much you can charge me?
What's the proof on that?
The proof on this is 90.
Oh, I hit the proof.
Yep. We got a couple that 90 low proof, but some said low.
Could you hold for a second?
What was it?
What was it?
90 proof. 90. It's a Buffalo Trace product. 90 proof.
Made by Buffalo Trace. It's the same mash bill as blend.
I do half of it.
Yep.
Thanks. Other than that, I'd rather drink this a little shorter.
Just 12 to 15% rye. And then if you find it, it says the cost is about $20. I haven't seen it in stores, but I've only seen it in
Ancient Age.
In Ken's trunk. But
it's a mixture.
Yeah. I gotta say, that's a great dog to throw in the fight, to throw everybody off. That was beautiful. Well done. Well done.
Jonathan, you're gonna be mad what I got the 10-year Ancient Age for recently.
There is a 10 years, it's not the 10. How many stars is that?
I don't know if it had the stars on there. I remember it was a 10-year one though.
Nice. Okay. All right, so there's bottle number 6. No, 5. Okay. Let's go back to bottle number 6. Bottle number 6.
Just want to say you can get that bottle right now at Target for $10.99. That's what it's showing on my phone.
That's
about right.
Yeah.
Double ancient, not it was one single ancient.
Looks like single, yeah.
Okay, well this is double. This is.
I'm trying to look, yeah.
I mean,
It's double ancient.
It
There
is.
you go. The single agent's like, well, 5 stars, 10, and then the next 2 is, you know. So
I don't
All
know,
right.
either one, yes.
the next bottle was not much better. I mean, it did not get as much review. So if you did not watch all 6 episodes, you should go back and listen to it. But this one, here's some of the clues that AI gave me. Bright citrus meets soft baking spice, which, if I recall correctly, we did mention a little bit of baking spice. This one is really known for its single barrel precision. So that could be a hint right there. It's balanced, refined, and easy drinking, which we got some not so happy notes on that. And then the packaging has a reputation of its own. So that would definitely give it a well. What?
Lux Row.
Lux Row. Okay. What else? Anybody else?
I was thinking Weller Special Reserve at the very beginning when we were tasting, but as you were mentioning it, it made me think Blandon's. But I was like, I don't know.
No, it's
I
not
thought-
bland.
No, Basil,
it's way
basil
worse
haze
than
and
those.
subtle smoke, I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. I could see that one actually. Yeah.
Well, bottle number 6 is, in fact,
It is
bottle
bland.
Bland's.
Really?
Get the fuck out of here.
It had that bland. It had the Buffalo Trace nose to it. I knew immediately that it was a Buffalo Trace, but I did not think it was Blandon's at all.
No,
Not
I
until you
thought maybe
said
it was
the
like one
single
of
barrel
those
packaging.
new benchmarks. Yeah, exactly, like a benchmark single barrel.
Well,
or something
actually,
like that, yeah.
Jonathan, what year or what's the dump date on that? Because the newer ones are becoming trash, in my opinion. That's why I only go after earlier ones.
100%.
This one probably sat around for a while, but the dump date is 10/28 of 20.
Proof? 90 proof?
93.
93 proof.
93, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah,
those
proof,
that are similar in proof, you're right on. 90, 93, that's pretty darn close. It is the exact same mash bill, obviously, of ancient age. It is mash bill number 2. So difference is this is usually 6 to 8 years, depending on what you get. Obviously, Buffalo Trace product, and then depending on what you want to pay for it, anywhere from $65 to $250.
I don't know
So-
if it tasted like an A, but it is a letter A.
There you go. Anybody need that? Let me know.
Hey, John,
But
there's an
today
A-
is
there's
a
an
very
A in
valid
snack.
point for all of us. Never, ever, ever
Buffalo
Five.
Trace?
this
I
over
think it's up to
MSRP.
$70.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
What's the-
I'm excited to hear.
Like a gold
I mean,
there.
I'm Buffalo Trace and Bland's, obviously.
Right?
It is.
He sells it
Hear people
Well, on
talk.
the shelf, he's got it for 100.
But then you put it up next to ancient age or the other, and you get a lot of the same reviews. So that's good. And this is really the reason why I pulled the reveal at the very end, because I didn't want to reveal 5 and then have 6 right next to it. So that's part of the reason. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but anyway.
I think that there goes to show too just how different each barrel can be, because you've had Blanton's barrels that are amazing, and this one was just one that wasn't.
Not, yeah.
The original single barrel, as they say.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why that's their whole brand. Yeah, exactly.
A lot of people say that about the Henry McKenna bottle of Bond, which I've loved every single bottle I've ever had. It used to be my daily years ago when it was $28. But you know, single barrel is a single barrel is a single barrel. If you ever taste it, if you ever get the opportunity at a distillery to pull the same dump, same day from 4 different barrels, don't turn that down, because it is amazingly different.
Completely different.
You say Henry McKenna bottle, my father has got a bottle that you should try, because it is something else. It was.
I'm coming over tomorrow.
Jonathan, you're bringing that to the next bottle share, right?
Sure. It's still sitting on the shelf. We're not drinking it. Come on, Sean. All right, we're on to bottle number 7. All right, so bottle 7 got a lot of positive notes. Now, coming off of 5 and 6, So that's good. We got looking at John's cheat sheet. He wrote stuff down. He wrote down 117 as the proof. We heard a lot of
Then I
115s.
wanted to back off that a little bit once I tried the fourth.
So he wanted to back off. We heard a lot of 115s or 120s.
122.5.
122.5.
That's my guess.
All right. So we got a lot of good response out of that, which I know the guy in the call that we've heard a lot out of is excited to hear that, because this bottle is, in fact, Blacksmith's Family Reserve Bourbon Whiskey, finished in toasted oak barrels. So many of you said it was a finished whiskey and finished bourbon, and so good job. It is barrel proof, and I'm going to let Russ speak to it because, well, he made this fine product.
Yeah. Well, I tried to stump the folks like Michael that know my products. I don't know how well any of the rest of you do, but this is a never before released Family Reserve at 117 proof. My normal is 106. So this is my standard black anvil product. That's our flagship, which is a 78-12-10, same as Elijah Craig and many others. But we chose, I've been a big fan of Elijah Craig for decades. And when they did a toasted barrel, I said, well, shit, I got a lot of toasted barrels. That's how I make my corn whiskey. So I'm going to do a toasted barrel. Now, I do my toasted barrels in 3-gallon barrels. So that's 8.5 times the surface area than a 53 has. So I get anything that I do, like my honey bourbon or this that I finish in a secondary barrel, I get 8.5 times the surface area to liquid. So if you have a toasted barrel from Elijah Craig, you hardly taste anything different. I mean, it's lacking. You don't leave it in that barrel long enough in the secondary, in my humble opinion. So in mine, you get significant additional smoke and very significant increase in the vanilla from the vanillin layer when you go into a toasted barrel that's just heated, it's not charred. So again, 78-12-10, very, very low rye, but that toasted barrel it's a heavy toast, and that makes a difference. 400 degrees is a longer time period, and so it really draws that out. And I found the barrel proof to just be remarkable, and I was tickled to death to listen to your tasting notes. Thank you all.
Really good, Russ. Nice work.
Delicious. Yeah.
I like that.
Enjoyed it.
Now, what was that again, Jonathan? That was that the Black Anvil Family Reserve you said?
It's Blacksmith Distillery Family Reserve. Yeah, it is. Let's say Black Anvil. Now, I got to make one other comment. One person I heard say that's the oldest one here. That's a 1.5 years old.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's amazing what you can do in a 3, 5, and 10-gallon barrel. You're never going to get the esterification or full oxygenation of a 9 to 15 year. Never. Because I won't ever have it in one of those barrels that long. It tastes like chewing on a piece of bark if you did. But if you're drinking 4 to 7 year bourbons, you will never notice the difference in mine. So,
is this still available out there, Russ?
That's nice.
I have 6 bottles of that. But
Take one.
All right, everybody put your name in. We're having a raffle.
I'll take the first one.
I'll take the second.
Russ, any chance you're bringing that to Grillo's anniversary party this weekend?
There's a damn good chance of that.
Ooh.
Can I up there?
I also did our honey bourbon in a barrel proof, if you had that. So 90 proof for the honey bourbon is pleasant, but if you get it closer to 120, it knocks your socks off.
How much does that bottle go for, Russ?
I don't have a price yet, to be honest. It's probably going to be 75-ish, 80, something like that. I'm guessing.
But we all now we're willing to.
I'll take 2. Yeah.
All right. Well, it sounds like, Russ, you have 0 bottles. So,
Here you go.
Last name's B-O-N.
There's more, so go ahead and count the water out.
The St. Charles Bourbon Society has some available. Come with our bottle share. That's what we'll be able to do.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Anything else you want to? I mean, you've got a grand opening coming up. You want to talk about that?
Oh, thank you very much. Yes. So if you've seen photos or, maybe you've actually been to our distillery at my family farm, It's underwhelming in size for sure. It's a 1950 dairy barn with 3 rooms. The original barn before we moved into it for the distillery, actually, it's a milk barn, and the one bathroom in it on the door had every milk cow name of the former farmer that we bought it from. We moved there the week I turned 7. Unfortunately, our beautiful 118-year-old barn collapsed about 3 years ago. It was made with nothing but wood pegs, no nails whatsoever. So my new distillery is in place of where that is. It's a 30 by 40, and we're graduating from 100-gallon vessels to 300. And so again, not huge by any stretch, and you're not going to find us accidentally. You gotta search it out. We're not a destination along the interstate. But October 18th is our new grand opening, and we've got a beautiful porch. We've got barrel made swings, barrel Adirondacks, and we'd love to see you guys out there.
Where is everybody going to park? I've been there. Where's everybody going to park? I've been out there.
We got room. I got 35 acres in front of it.
So you said October 18th, right? Harvest should be done by then. You have plenty of open field around.
October 18th. Yeah, we've already had our second cut of hay. We're good.
You're done.
Right on.
Oh, very good, very good. Well, thank you, Russ. I'm happy to hear that you were willing to be a part of this particular box.
I'm happier than you are with those tasting notes.
Yeah, so make sure we subscribe and push this one out, because definitely, I heard a couple people say that bottle number 7 was the favorite of the group. So kudos, you whooped up on Blandon's on that one. So good job there.
Very happy with that. Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the 4th and final bottle of this month. Bottle number 8. We said that it had definitely a finish, sweeter finish to it. Definitely a finished whiskey. We got notes or proof some around 120 range. Anybody else want to remind us kind of what we thought of that last one?
It definitely wasn't Penelope. I'm still sticking to it. I think it maybe is a Starlight.
Starlight, okay.
Over here with Starlight or something, Sazerac, Buffalo Trace, whatever.
Red line. It could be a red line.
Could be.
Ooh, yeah. I say ooh yeah, like I don't know what it is. All right, so bottle number 8. It is a finished product. It is a RY3 cigar series. It is finished a triple cast finish, Madeira cast, rum cast, and a Ranja cast. I don't know if I'm saying any of those right, but that is what this is. And I picked this up at Burlow's Chop and Barrel, and kudos to Mike for telling me this one is better than the newest one that just came out. Was more expensive, but he steered me toward this one. It's $105. It's the only one he had, and the other one had Amaranto, so I think that would have been a big giveaway to that. But yeah, so it was good to hear. 105. This was 105. So thoughts on the? I don't know if is it Rye 3? Is it RY3? How do you even say it?
I always say RY3. What's the proof on that, Jonathan?
The proof on this guy was 124.
So you kind of screwed with this, trying to make us guess more or less.
Uh-huh.
It's interesting.
But they make really quality products. I have not had anything bad from them. I'm tickled again once again that 2 people chose mine over that. I mean, they were much larger facilities than we are.
Yep.
What is the brand?
What was the cask? What was the cask on that one, Jonathan? So was it like a rum or a Madeira?
Yeah, so this is a RY3 is the whiskey. It's their cigar series. It's a triple cast finish. It does say, because I didn't read this earlier, it does say French oak staves. I think Rick says something about French oak.
Rusted, yeah.
The rusted too. But then the 3 casts that says Madeira, rum, and Naranja. Naranja, yeah. So
what's the third one?
Naranja. I think J is silent, right?
Narajna, right?
Oh,
Someone-
right, yeah.
Right.
The Spanish.
Correct.
Yeah.
along with the Madeira.
Yeah.
It's a lot of sugar.
So
Yeah, Russ, I think yours was fantastic. That RY3 is not bad. I wouldn't find myself going back to it.
good.
Well, at $105, you got to really like it.
Yeah. You gotta love it. I mean, that's one that I would give to a friend, but I just wouldn't find myself ever going back to it.
Yep.
Am I your friend?
I'll say I can be your friend.
Well, I'd be really pissed. No, I would. It's good. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's just not one I would find. That I would continue to go back to and say, hey, that's in my wheelhouse. Hey, the other thing too, just a pro tip here, and I learned this from Tim, is if you have some pretentious friends that really, really think they love Blanton's, that you can take that ancient H. Yeah, Tim remembers that you can take that ancient H 10 star, pour it in a Blanton's bottle, and you can trick some people. So
Yeah.
Well, the way that this tasted today, I think you could put dog shit in a bottle and people think it's bland.
It was not a good Blanton's bottle.
far better.
It was not.
For me.
Not-
I mean, the Blanton's
not
for
a
me
good-
was a distant. That's what I called sadness in a bottle, and unfortunately, it was
But
Blanton's.
kudos to Buffalo Trace for the most remarkable marketing ever.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Well,
This is
They've
exactly what I
nailed it,
have here, by the way. The regular Blandons, and then in this one, I have the store pick that I just keep on refilling with Ancient Age. I make sure to go with the 90 proof version though, just instead of the 80 proof that you can get. So whenever I go to Kentucky for $10 a bottle, I'll just keep on buying it.
That's beautiful.
That is funny shit.
You just pour for somebody.
I'm never coming to your
It's
house.
Amazing.
And
It's like,
especially when
yeah,
people
but-
think it's a Derby Day bottle too that they're getting.
That is a Tim Schmidt pro move right there, and I have copied that with great success.
Well, somebody just shocked me to death the other day with the Midwinter's Night Dram, which
Yeah.
I've only had for, once or twice the last 2 years, and I thought it was absolute swill. I just thought it was terrible, and everybody was just jumping over themselves 3 or 4 years ago. Well, a friend of mine said, I've got a 10-year-old bottle of it. He goes, you got to try this. And I tried it next to one of the new ones. I would have never guessed they were the same product. I mean, they are remarkably different. And I'm like, okay, that's really interesting.
I think it was it Act 6 or 7 is when they started using their own stuff and not the source stuff.
Yeah.
So I think 1 through 6 or 1 through 7 was all sourced, and then they started bringing in their own product. So that's what I heard. But yeah, it sounds like their own product isn't as great.
Oh man, so different. You get the chance, try them side by side. It's just,
Yeah, I need to find an older one. I stopped buying them after I got 8, 9, and 10, and I just wasn't a fan of them. And I said, it's not worth
friend of mine has
120.
I'll say a friend of mine has
Well-
a friend of mine has a lot of older ones that are amazing and same. You get some of the newer ones, it's not even the same experience. Yeah, for sure.
that's so sad, really. It's just really sad.
I've got a 12, but if I'm being honest, what I paid for it versus what I should have paid for it, there's a pretty big distance. There's a gap there. It's good, but it's not that good.
Well,
Yeah, and I
tell-
got some old fashioned mix you can use with that.
I can tell you all that my product is only getting better. If you had any of mine 3 years ago, don't drink it. It's remarkably better today. We've done a bunch of things that just make it so much better. I got friends that say, "Oh, I've got one of your original bottles." I'm like, "Oh my God, swap me out."
All right, so let's bring this to a close, and then we can continue our conversation off the recording because I know we got some other words we want to probably share. But this is our lineup this month. We Ancient Age, Blanton's, Blacksmith, finished toasted, and then our RY3 was a great box. I thought good variety.
Russ, where is your distillery?
Sorry,
Russ, where's your distillery?
15 miles southwest of Jefferson City.
So you're about as central
love it.
Missouri as you can get, I think.
As central as you can get. Yeah, if you know where Russellville is, we're not there. We're close. 3 miles away. So if you're going to the lake, you pass through Jeff City, you'll see signs for Russellville. anywhere you exit in Jefferson City, we're 15 miles away.
So if you are enjoying this, if you had any of these products, go ahead and comment, share your thoughts. If you had a better blends than we had, because we weren't that overwhelmed with it. Or do you have a bottle of blends that's filled with ancient age? Have you tried Blacksmith Distillery? Because if you haven't, you should. Don't sleep on it at all. And hopefully you can be out there October 18th. We'll put information in the description so you can be out there. And well, this will be out after that officially happens, so that won't do that. But we'll put it in the first couple episodes. What you're seeing around us, we haven't mentioned it all because I'm horrible marketing, but we do have a lot of merch stores. So we got Sip Blindlee shirts, we've got podcast shirts, we've got other stuff. John and I have been drinking out of our society glasses. I know Mike said he just bought one before we got on the call. So check out our merch store, share your thoughts, and thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for being part of it, everybody, too. Thank you.